week 1 of our Path to Promote program. I'm so excited, you guys. I was like on pins and needles getting ready for the call. So I am so psyched. I'm so excited for your energy and for all the feedback that I've gotten. I'm so proud of you for doing so good on the Booking Blitz this past week and for getting your calendars filled and taking this program seriously. This is going to be that catalyst. I can feel it for so many of you who are ready to move to leadership and who are ready to really find a path and follow it for your business to really grow and succeed through the summer, which is the time to grow and the most awesome, fun, exciting time for your business, right? So in the fall, you're going to really be excited. So anyway, I cannot wait to get going. So we are going to go ahead and get started. And I want to first, I want to just welcome you, all of you. We have almost 27 people on the call right now. And I think total we have 34 registered for Path to Promote who are not currently directors. So that is, to me, so stinking exciting because as you all promote, you just aren't going to believe what is going to happen to this company. So congratulations for being on. I'm going to be watching and cheering and working together with all of you through this whole program. I want you to feel free to send me emails, to text me, to even call me if you need to go to your upline director as well as to me with questions. I want to support you. And I'd love to hear about your successes and how things are going and be able to really, really cheer and support you as you go through this program. So congratulations for being on this morning. Something I would love to get from each of you and have you do, and I'll put this on the Facebook group, but I'd love for you to spotlight yourself. I'm going to kind of be doing that too. But if you don't mind posting a picture of yourself and telling us a little bit about your why, and then also declaring what your goals are for this program on the Facebook group, I would love to see that. And that will just help us to get to know each of you better and to share in your success. And so I'm going to prompt you guys a little bit with that as we go through. And then I've asked each of your upline directors to send me your names so that I can put you on my list. And you'll be getting an email from me every single week in addition to the Facebook group. So hopefully you're going to feel really supported as you go out and work your business. But I want you to remember that this is your business. What happens this month, what happens next month, and as you go forward is up to you. You have to carve out the time, you have to follow your little booklet, and you have to be accountable to yourself. You have to decide that it's going to be you that you start with and end with when it comes to what's going to happen in your business. And I know you can do it. I know you can be your own boss, and you can be strong and tough on yourself, but you can also be really, really proud of what you are able to accomplish this summer, because it's the little things. It's working your business a little bit every single day that's going to get you to those goals that you want to have happen. So congratulations, and welcome to the call this morning. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm so, so excited to get going. So our first week of Path to Promote, let's go through and make sure that you guys are ready to get started. Have you listened to the introduction call? Okay, I'm going to send a follow-up email this morning with that link in it again. If you haven't listened to the introduction call, it's okay. You can go listen to that later today. It's not very long, and it's going to get you started on, it's going to tell you everything about the program. It's going to let you know the goal of the overall program and what the company and myself as your upline leader would like to see happen for you. So listen to the introduction call today if you haven't done that already. If you have, check that off. You're on your way. Schedule 1 to 2 workshops a week for your first month. Okay, so we're going into June. It's here. We're on our way, right? We're already into the summer. If not, this is the first thing that you need to do this week. You need to be sure that you have your calendar booked. So you need to carve out some time today and tomorrow to make those phone calls, schedule your own open houses, get with those people that you haven't been able to meet with, and get some workshops on your calendar. One of the most important things to having success in your business is getting in front of new people. So you need to have those events. Now, some of you haven't done workshops in a while, and this is going to be fun. I got 2 emails last week from consultant leaders who hadn't done a workshop for a couple of months, and they both had an amazingly successful workshop, and both had small numbers. Either one of them had more than, I think, 4 people come, and they both had 2 or 3 clubs, 1 potential consultant, the hostess was interested in the business. You guys, it's about getting in front of new people. We're going to be posting later. Congratulations to all of you that did the Booking Blitz this last week. We're going to do some fun recognition and prizes with that. So congratulations to you guys for taking that on and getting your calendar filled with your workshops. And you need to be registered for our weekly call. So every Monday at 10 a.m., this call is going to take place, and I'm going to host it. Every week, we're going to have about 20 minutes of training and then another 20 or 30 minutes of mentoring. So starting next week, there will be a live mentoring person that I will choose this week from some of the questions and the feedback that I get, and also how I see how you're doing. And you'll get the opportunity to just talk with me, and we'll be going through your questions and answer and try to help you. And hopefully, as others ask questions on the call through the little webinar tool, you'll be able to give some of your insight and feedback, and it will be really fun. So I'm looking forward to doing that every week, too. Have you received your little Bible? You got your Plan to Path to Promote booklet in front of you. I've got mine right here in front of me. And you need to be filling out your month 1 action plan. So turn to month 1. You're going to be filling that out, and you're going to also fill out your why, but we're going to talk about that in the call. You're going to set your rank goal for the month, how many new clubs you're going to have in June, how many new consultants you're going to sponsor. And this is about declaring and being intentional, ladies, about your business. This is not, if you sit down and go, oh, I just really hope that I can get that, or I just, don't be wishy-washy at all. Sit down and say, look, if I could plan out the perfect month for my business, what would it look like? What do I want to see happen? If I could just say, look, this is how it's going to be, this is what's going to happen, this is how it's going to work. You are going to be intentional about declaring what you want to happen this month in your business. And you're going to look at your team, the team that you currently have. Or, you know what, if you don't have anyone on track to be active or anyone on track to be star because you haven't sponsored them yet, it's okay, because you're going to put like a little question mark in there, and you're going to put 1 person or 2 people, and you're going to write that down of what you want to see happen. Because I promise, if you sponsor any person this month and you work with them, they can be a star this month. They can be active at the very least. So don't be afraid of any of that. I want you to fill out your first month action plan. And then have you talked with your upline director? If it's me and you haven't talked with me yet about getting an appointment once a week, I'm going to do my mentoring appointments on Wednesdays, I think, Wednesday morning. I've got 2 set up so far. So if you haven't done that yet, get with your upline director today and find out when she wants to do your mentoring call. Now this call doesn't need to be any longer than about 15 minutes. It's not a long call. It's a, how are your goals looking for the week? Here's your questions. What can I help you with? And then as you have questions throughout the week or need her, you'll be able to grab her real quick and say, hey, this is working, this isn't, what can I do? Okay, this is about action, you guys. This is about planning and you going out there and doing it, okay? And you are committed to working this program and promoting in rank in the next 8 weeks. You have decided what day you're going to be a 2-star and what day you're going to be a director. And you are being intentional about making it happen. You can do it. You can do it, you guys, and it's going to be so fun. The journey is going to be fun, and the destination is going to be even funner, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our training portion today of our Path to Promote Week 1. Week 1's topic or theme is designing your dream business. So what is important to you? When you think about Heritage Makers, when you think about your family, when you think about your own life and your own goals, what's important to you? Who do you want to be? Who do you want this business to help you to be? Heritage Makers doesn't just have to be something that you do. It can be someone that you are. You know, people want to identify with others who have a similar passion, who have a driving force, who want to be something different or something better. You're drawn to people that have that kind of a surety about where they're going and who they are. And so what's important to you? What is it about Heritage Makers that you want to have happen? Do you want to be a balanced person? Do you want to be a powerful person? Do you want to be somebody who can have influence with others and who can inspire and motivate and help others? Because that's what being a leader is all about. It's about sharing your passion with others and giving them the desire to want to go for what they want in their life, what they want to have. And you have to be balanced. You guys all have families. You all have other commitments. A lot of you are very busy with your lives outside of your Heritage Makers business. So balancing and finding a way to not just fit Heritage Makers in, but to make Heritage Makers a part of who you are is really an important part, I think, of becoming a great leader. Balance is not a matter of fitting everything into your life. It's a matter of deciding what is important to you and fitting the important things into your life. What's important to you? Who is important to you? How can Heritage Makers make your life better? How can you affect others in a positive way? So decide what you want. That's part of why we have a little booklet. We want you to decide what you want, design it, and then be willing to do the actions that will create for you what you dream. This business can be so much more than just going out and doing workshops. This business can be something that creates for you a legacy, creates for you the kind of passionate, fun, additional thing that you are. You know, I am a heritage maker. I love this business and it's part of me, but I am my business. This fits so well into the kind of person that I want to be. The things that I share with the products, with my customers, with the people that I meet. And most importantly, with those who want to be leaders and who want to do something important and have passion about that. When I'm able to share that with them and to teach them how to do it, that's just part of who I am. And it's become a very important part of who I am. And I think it makes me a better mom. I think it makes me a better friend, a better person, a better wife, everything. So decide what it is that you want, because it's really important to have a why. You guys, it's really important to know what this business is going to do for you and how it's going to improve your life. And so we're going to talk a little bit more about that today. Without a purpose as the compass to guide you, your goals and action plan may not ultimately fulfill you. How does that, think about that for a minute. Without a purpose as a compass to guide you, your goals and action plan may not ultimately fulfill you. If your goals are my goals, are you going to be happy when you achieve them, when you get to them? If your upline director has said, okay, this is my goal for you, is that going to fulfill you? Is that going to make you the person that you want to be? Is that going to make you a stronger, better, more, passionate, powerful person? No. Her goals are not your goals, okay? You have to figure out what your goals are. And once you know what that is, you guys, when I started in Heritage Makers, my goal wasn't to be a diamond. When I signed up, do you know what my goal was? To be able to continue to be home with my kids. I'd had a business that had allowed me to do that. I'd worked really hard at it. I wanted to find that again because my main why was to be able to be home with my kids, be able to provide financially so that we could have fun and do some other things and have lessons and stuff like that. And my biggest goal and biggest why revolved around that. So I found a business that I could also be excited about and passionate about and do well at that would ultimately give me my why. So what is your purpose? You don't want to get to the top of the ladder and find it's leaning on the wrong wow, right? You want to be going the direction that you want to go. So I want you to think about these questions. What does your business feel like to you? What does your dream business feel like to you? Is it fun? Is it rewarding? Are you excited about it? Are you passionate? Are you fulfilled? When you do your business, are you feeling empowered? And do you feel like you empower others? Do you love what you do? Describe what that looks like. When you sit down and write your why, I want you to write what it feels like when you help others to succeed. When you talk to clients and they're able to publish stories that are so important to them. When you share with people and they just look at you like, ah, I want to challenge you when you talk to people about becoming clients or becoming consultants, I want you to start with your why. I don't want you to tell them about the sign-up kit or about the product first. I want you to say, hey, the reason I do this business is because I love to be home with my kids, or I love that I can share this with clients. Whatever it is that's your driving force, I want you to start with that because there's a principle there. People buy why you do something, not what you do. They want to be associated with you because of the power and the passion and the excitement that comes out of you, because you are aligned with what you love. You feel great about your business because it is aligned with your why and your goals and the things that you want in your life. When you have those two things together, you will be successful because it's not like a job. It's like the funnest thing you can do, and it's accomplishing the goals that are really important to you. Where are you focused in your business? Do you get the most fulfillment from working with clients or working with consultants? What is it that you love about it, and who are you focused on? And who do you spend your time with in your business? I want you guys to think about what it is that you want your business to look like. All of these things may not be the way that you want them to be. You may need to do some adjusting to make them what you want them to be. And what do you want to accomplish? Do you have any short and long-term goals? Well, you're going to now because you're in Path to Promote, right? And we're gonna make you have goals. We're gonna say, listen, you need to decide what you want because that is what is going to drive you to get it. And what is your ultimate long-term goal? Now, it might not be to get to Diamond, and that is okay. Your dream business does not have to look like my dream business. You might be like, you know what, if I could have $2,000 a month, be a solid leader, and have time with my family and be able to make this payment, and that's where I want to get to. That is okay. That's awesome. Because you know what? When you get to that, you may decide you want more. Or you may not. You may be like, this is it. I am so happy in my business. My business is fulfilling me. I'm getting what I want out of it. I'm getting what I need out of it. That's what you have to decide. So what is your why? Why did you become a consultant? Why do you want to be a director or a leader? Why are you on this call? Why did you sign up for Path to Promote? And if it was because your upline leader said, you could be awesome at this, that's okay. But you need to think about it and go, do I want to be awesome at this? Do I want this? What is it I want to have happen? You need to discover and decide what it is that is your why. Because people will care more about why you do it than what you do. And I promise if you'll sponsor that way, if you'll tell people why you're passionate about it, what it's done for your life, maybe it's just done an amazing project. When I first started, my why was all about my kids and wanting to stay home. So that's why I was building it. And I told them about some of the books that I had created. I did one about my grandma and grandpa that was very, very special to me. Still is very special to me, but was like my first project. And I shared that. And I shared how I was part of a group of other passionate, committed people who love to help people tell stories. So think about what it is and why you do it, because that is more important than what you do. Your why and your mission statement. I decided to become a director. This is an example, okay? I describe it in detail, what it felt like, what it looks like, and then all my actions need to be in congruence with my ultimate goal. So you guys aren't going to have millions of hours to do Heritage Makers. Most of you are going to have to carve out the 5 to 10 to 15 hours a week that you have to build your business. So if you're on track to be a director, then everything you do needs to be in congruence with that goal. You don't want to waste your time. You want to be working towards your why. If I found myself doing things in my business that weren't in line with my mission statement, my why, I would stop and readjust. So it's okay to go, you know what, I've been spending a lot of time doing stuff that's not really getting me anywhere. We're going to help you with that. We're going to define what you want and then help you to go on the right path to get it. Okay? So homework in the back of your, or in the front, sorry, of your little book, across from your month one action plan, I want you to write your why. Now, not right now, okay? After you get off the call, tonight when it's quiet, when your family's asleep, when you have time to think about it, I want you to mull around today in your mind what it is that your business looks like. If you could create for yourself a business that's perfect, what would it look like? You know, I'm a director in my business. I'm able to stay home with my kids. I make this much in income. I'm a passionate, fulfilled, excited about my business. I love working with other people. What does your business feel like? What is it like? And I want you to write it down. Okay? All right, so that's your first bit of homework. The focus and goals for your success. Let's talk about how you're going to get to your why. We're going to talk a lot about workshops over the next 8 weeks. We're going to give you lots of tips. We're going to try to help you with what to say, how to close, how to make sure that you're having successful workshops. But all the way along, we're going to be focusing you on what? What do you have to be a leader? You need a team, guys. You need to be sponsoring. So the focus of this whole program is going to be around recruiting and sponsoring and building a team. So holding your weekly workshops with a focus on sponsoring, consistently sponsoring, duplicating yourself, so teaching your new people to do the same thing, to follow a simple pattern. Hold your workshops, invite people to become clients, invite people to become consultants, repeat, repeat, repeat. Okay? Promote and build leaders. If you are not a director and you have people in your team that are also not directors, they should be on this path to promote with you. They should be following the plan with you so that you guys can go together to the same goal. How fun would it be if you had 2 or 3 other people on your team that were not only going for star, they were also going for director this summer with you. Imagine where your business will be at the end of the summer as you all promote, not just you, but them too. Be efficient. I want to teach you on these calls how to train as you sell, to always have a shadow, to take someone with you everywhere you go. My goal is always to have some new person with me at a workshop, at a business opportunity, at a luncheon, wherever it is that I go, I'm inviting my new people to come with me or my newest person to come with me. Training as you sell, always having a shadow. And all your sales events are focused on sponsoring. The sales will come, you guys. Lots of people will become clients. But if you are always thinking in the back of your mind, I'm looking for team members. I'm looking for new people to join my team. This is a new company. This is an awesome company. This is a great place to be. We're innovative and fun. And we're all about story and all about teaching people to take their stories and make them into something amazing. I'm looking for new people that want to do that with me. Because it's amazing what will happen when that's your thought process. Because you become like, everything you say has kind of a feel to it. You know, when you're talking to a client, you're saying, you know what, you are so going to love this. This is so going to be so much fun. I love what I do. I'm so glad I'm a consultant. And you're not going to feel like you're pitching everyone. It's just going to be who you are. And they're going to go, wow, this person's really excited about their business. I might want to look at this. And that's what you want. You want to attract them to what you are and what you're doing. And you're focused on getting to director. And then you don't stop at director, you guys. You keep doing your workshops, keep selling and sponsoring, because you want to create what? The only way to diamond is to create more directors. So you want to duplicate yourself into another director, and then another director, and then another director. And if you do it right, then they will do the same thing. Because great leaders create not just followers, they create more leaders, more people just like them that are independent and self-motivated and empowered and out there building great businesses, right? Okay, and declare your goals and promote consistently. Movement forward. This is your first day of the Path to Promote. You're going to promote. In the next 8 weeks, you're going to promote, whether it's the 2-star or director. You are going to promote. And then in the next 8 weeks, you're going to promote again. And the next 8 weeks, you're going to promote again. And as many times as you want to do Path to Promote, as long as you promote each time, you can be on this call every single time that we start it, every new program. But the key is having your team on it with you and helping them to promote at the same time. A powerful business is a balanced business. A powerful person is a balanced person. A powerful person is someone who knows that they have other priorities outside of Heritage Makers, right? That they try to align their life all with the same principles. Family is most important to me. My business is about my family. It is not hard for me to do my business or to look at times when I shouldn't be doing my business and align correctly because my family is my #1 priority. I can run my business and have a family that's strong and thriving if I do it right, if I know what my why is. And if my family knows what my why is. And I work smart and I work balanced. So I work this morning and I build my business and I do my calls and I do the things I need to do. And then this afternoon I'm able to go with my kids and have fun because it's summer, right? Work your business smart. I don't expect you guys to be working all the time. In fact, I would be absolutely saying, no way, don't do that. Don't lose your priorities to get to director. Heavens no. Work hard in the time that you have selling and sponsoring and accomplishing the things in your booklet. If you're writing down and having things happen in your booklet each week the way that you want them to and the way you've outlined your month, I don't care if it takes you 15 minutes or 2 hours a day. If you can make it happen in 15 minutes, awesome. You're on the track. It's okay. So you want to be the person that when you see yourself successful, what does that look like? It's not just frazzled not, I'm sure, running around like a crazy person. It's somebody who has a business they love that's in line with what they believe and what they're passionate about, and it follows the same thing that they're passionate about in their personal life. You guys, this is the perfect business for that. This is the perfect business for that, for you to really have the best of both worlds. And if you will work it smart and you will use your time wisely, don't waste it on Facebook. Don't waste it on things that don't matter. Go on there for a second, but then make the phone calls. Then get out and do your workshop. Take that time and make it count. You will be amazed what you can do. Amazed. And knowing what you want and doing the correct actions to get there will give you true fulfillment and real success. If you stay aligned with what you see as your dream business and your mission statement, you can never fail. Whatever it is, doesn't have to be what mine is. Doesn't have to be what your upline director is. You decide what it is that you want. Be honest with yourself. And each day your business will be an amazing reward because everything you do in your business is fulfilling to you. Your final goal will be accomplished by doing millions of little things that really matter and in the end create your ultimate goal. You will create not only your dream business, but your dream self. Oh, we left the D off. A powerful, balanced leader. And that's what we want for you. And powerful meaning you are able to influence and help others to find their dreams. So let's talk for just a second about balancing your time. Now, right now, we're only probably looking at consultant, and I put the others up there because we do have some of our directors on that are working for senior leadership. How much of your time is spent on your personal business as a consultant and a director? Most of it, right? You spend some time with your team teaching them to do the same thing, but primarily you are out there selling and sponsoring and taking your little shadow with you to help them to do the same and encouraging them that you're not spending a lot of time managing people because you don't have a lot of people to manage. You're primarily selling and sponsoring. You only have so much time each week to work your business. It's a trade-off. Where you focus in your business is where you will see growth. At this stage in the game, you need to focus primarily on selling and sponsoring. Okay? Make sure that you are focusing on the actions and the people that are going to give you what you want to create, whatever your why is, okay, as your dream business. And you can see that if you only have 10 hours a week to work it, or 15 or 20 or 30, you still put your primary focus on personal sales and personal sponsoring. Okay? Awesome. Okay. So in Path to Promote, your main focus is on building a team. You are holding workshops to build a team. You're duplicating yourself to build a team. You're promoting and building leaders to build a bigger team. You're being efficient. Train as you sell. Use those hours very, very selectively. All your sales events are about sponsoring. You're building a team. More income, right? A bigger team. Benchmarks, working for director, building a team. All your activities, workshops, shows, calls, everything are focused on that goal of building a team so that you are helping someone else to build, someone else to grow. If you will help other people get what they want, you will get what you want in your business. Creating a powerful and balanced business means investing the time that you have in the right actions. Set an example with a strong personal business, and that will help your team members to do the same. Don't get to director and stop doing workshops. Don't get to director and stop sponsoring. When I was looking back at some of my planners as I grew my business over the past several years, do you know that still at Emerald Executive, I was still holding 6 to sometimes as many as 11 or 12 workshops a month. Now, you may not have to do that many. In fact, with Club, you really don't. You guys will do a solid 1 to 2 a week. You'll grow awesome. You don't have to do probably as many because I didn't have Club. I didn't have any residual income. But don't get to a point and say, okay, I'm done. You can slow down as you get into senior leadership and up to executive. You might not have to do as many a month, but you still want to always be setting that example and always selling and sponsoring, because that is what we do. We are sharing what we have with new people, right? Invest in those who are your business builders, those that are doing the same thing that you are. You only have so much time, so use it wisely. Decide what you want, you guys. Design it, and then be willing to do the action plan to get what you want, to create what you're dreaming in your business. And I promise you will promote. I promise you will be excited. New people and new blood in your business are the best thing. When I sponsor a new person, then they're excited and they're ready to go, and it just energizes me. It inspires me. It makes my business that much more fulfilling and that much more fun. And that is one of the things that I love the most, is working with people. I love the opportunity to work with you guys, to help you to grow, to help you to succeed. I love it when someone posts and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to hit you, sir. I'm going to hit director. This last month, Sabrina Cope's goal. You guys, I get more excitement. I know that sounds crazy, right? But it is funner for me to see other people promote than it is to see myself promote. And of course, I want to promote because I want to work towards my goals. But I love to see you guys succeed and to have it work for you, and have you grow in the business and have the success that you want to have, because it's worked for me. And I know that it can work for you. I've walked where you're at. I know that if you'll do the things that I'm telling you to do, you will have success and your business will grow. Decide what you want, design it, and then be willing to do the actions that will create for you what you dream. Awesome. Okay, you guys, so now on each of our calls, on our Path to Promote calls, we will have a mentoring segment. Now, this first mentoring segment, I had asked the consultant, and she had a little emergency. So it's okay. We're going to just skip this week on the mentoring. We're going to do question and answer. We'll just improvise a little bit. That's okay. But then next week, I'll have kind of a backup person maybe. But I'd love, if you would like to be mentored, or if you have questions and you would like to be the one mentored on the call, please send me an email and tell me, so that I would love volunteers. That would be great. And then we'll spend 20 or 30 minutes, maybe probably just 20 minutes, doing some mentoring each week on the call. So I want to invite you guys now to type in any questions that you have, and we'll do some question and answer, since this is just kind of our first week. And so apologize in advance for my children in the background, because that's what I do. I'm a mom, so it's got a little bit of noisy in the background. But so go ahead and type in. We have lots and lots of you on the call, so any questions that you have, or thoughts, or comments, or declarations, if you want to let us know what you're planning for the next 8 weeks, I would love to hear that. So go ahead and type in anything that you want to. Oh, awesome. Okay, lots of great. I'm excited. I can't wait to get going on this program. I've got 10 workshops. I'm ready to go. Oh, you guys are awesome. Okay, so a few questions. I don't have my Path to Promote booklet. How do I receive it? Okay, Bonnie, your upline director needs to transfer it to you. So whoever that is, after the call, hurry and give them a quick call or a quick email. They need to transfer it to you so you can get it ordered. Okay? Awesome, and it'll come really quickly. Let's see. I've asked, I'm done asking all friends and family about workshops and don't know where to get a party. I want to succeed and need a hint of what to do. So I would suggest, Roseanne, holding your own workshop, your own party. Have several of them. Host your own and invite people in your neighborhood, invite friends and family. That's a great way to start, as well as look for some inexpensive sales event or show or trade show or somewhere where you can get some new contacts, some new leads. Okay, that's a great way for you to find some new people in your area. Look for something inexpensive. Okay, that you can do that. But you know what? When I run out of workshops or my booking chain gets slow, I hold my own open house. I hold my own event where I'm able to just invite people to come. I might only get 2 or 3 people, but I'm able to have the opportunity to talk to those 1 or 2 and book, from them, or get some referrals. The other thing you can do is go into your current client list, anyone who has logged in, who's publishing, any of your clients that you have, and call and talk with them and see if you can book some workshops that way. Offer them the amazing Hostess rewards. Let them know you'd love to get together with them, things like that. Okay? Awesome. Casey, I'm ready to go. Oh, awesome. Kay, let's see. Will you clarify the weekly mentoring calls? We are listening to this call and then doing a weekly call with our upline leader. And okay, so you're going to listen to the training call every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Okay, that's today. Then I'm going to do some mentoring with someone on the call that you'll be able to listen to. So that's part of the training call. Then once a week, you'll want to have a 10 to 15-minute mentoring call with your upline director. Okay, you're just touching base. They're going through your goals with you, making sure that you're on track. Do you have any questions? It's just an accountability call. It should be quick. It shouldn't be long. It should just be and if you don't need the call that week, you could text and say, hey, I'm good. And those calls are also based on your performance. So if you're performing and working hard in the program, then your director is able to give you her time to help you build. If you're not able to do your workshop that week or you're struggling with your goals, that's a great time for you to get on with them and talk about what you can do to have more success. So it is a true mentoring call. Call will be recorded. I will send it out in an email as well as in a link after we get done this morning. And yes, the $50 consultant sign-up is available through the 8th of June. So they can still get that. So that's a great reason to sponsor this week, you guys. Let's see. Awesome, awesome, perfect. Do we have a new company mission statement? That is a great question. I think so. I'm not sure if it is up or not. Let me do a little checking on that. Great question, Melanie. That is awesome. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's go to your homework for this next week, okay? So every week you're going to have a little place. If you look on your week 1 goals and action plans, so your next page over from your month, you're going to fill out what is going to happen this week. So not only do we have you fill out a monthly action plan for what you want to happen the whole month, every single week you're going to fill out your weekly goals. And you have a place there for notes from the call today and also a place to write down what your homework assignment is. So here is your homework for week number 1. You need to write your why. Sit down with yourself when you have some quiet time and write down why you are in this business, what your business looks like, your mission statement, your dream, what it is that you want to have happen. Okay? Complete the time management worksheet in the back of your booklet. So if you flip that to the back, you'll see a little purple worksheet. And I want you to sit down and evaluate where you're putting your time. It's a great way for you to look at and go, oh, wow, I'm spending a lot of time on business support, or I'm spending too much time on Facebook, or wow, I'm spending a lot of time with my team. I need to make sure I'm spending time on my personal business too. So I want you to evaluate where you are using your time, and that can be something you can talk a little bit more about with your upline director. Identify how many hours you want to spend in your business. And divide the hours between the different areas that are the most important. Remember, what are you working for? Be sure that your actions are in congruence with your ultimate goal, okay? Evaluate your calendar and get it filled. If you don't have your personal calendar filled, if you need to get some workshops on the books for June, then that has got to be on your schedule for time this week. If you do not have people to get in front of, you need to make phone calls until you do, okay? And I promise, if you will get on the phone, you will be able to book workshops. Just be honest. Say, hey, I'm trying to build my business. I'm just getting started. I'd love to come and show you our new product. You can earn this amazing bucket bag. You can get it for, half the price. It's so cute. Offer them the hostess rewards. And if you are having trouble booking your own or booking off of other hostesses, book your own. Take the time to let your neighbors know, to let your friends know, to let your clients know that you're going to be available to show them. Book one-on-ones. If you're not able to book as many workshops, book one-on-ones and invite those people to invite a couple of friends. Do some luncheons. Get yourself to the swimming pool. Get yourself to the baseball park and be loaded up with your idea books, ready to show people what you do, okay? And review your personal activities and goals for the week. Write them down and then review them with your upline director so that she can help you. She wants you to be successful. The goal of this program is that every single week you will be able to look in your little booklet and see progress. Evaluate your business. Have accountability so that at the end of the 8 weeks, you know exactly what you need to do every week to get to that goal. For 2-star, that you know that you have to have $2,000 in group volume, your own 500, and 2-star consultants. To get to director, you have to have $4,000 in organizational volume, group volume. your own 500 and 4-star consultants at 500. You know exactly what you need to do and how close you are. Okay? I want to see you at Reunion. I want you to be a director. I want you to have what you want out of Heritage Makers. And I am here to help you every week, all summer long, to make it happen. So you guys, here we go. We are off and ready to run with our first week of Path to Promote. Watch the Facebook group. Watch for emails. But take your own accountability. Take your own responsibility for your own business and go out and make it happen. All right. Thank you so much for being on the call today, you guys. And I'm so excited. Here we go. We're going to have a great summer. I'll see you next Monday, and in the meantime, email me with your goals. Email me if you'd like to be on as the mentee on the next call, and do your homework like good students, right? Do your homework. Get out there and make it happen. Thanks, you guys. Have a great first week. Bye-bye.